Some children learn fear before they ever learn what safety feels like. Right now in Victoria, 10,300 children are growing up away from home. Across Australia, family violence offenses rose another 8% this year. For many families and young people, abuse does not leave bruises like control over money, freedom, and the future. In Victoria, 10,300 children are growing up away from home, while many families are asking for help for first time. These crises are connected young people, and Anglicare Victoria's impact need to be seen, felt, and shared.
Our strategy brings Anglicare Victoria's real-world impact into a digital journey young people can easily discover, trust, and act on.
Australia's social media landscape is not just a set of platforms, it's Gen Z discovery environment. With TikTok, YouTube, and Instagram have a massive audience, young people are not unreachable. And with almost 30% of Australians 18 to 34 already volunteering, the demand for social impact already exists. The real challenge is not creating demand from zero, it's activation. But the risk is attention. AV only has a few seconds before audience grow past. If content is informational, emotional value will disappear before engagement begins. Even when interest is created, it can disappear. A social post may make young people care, but a formal website journey can make them hesitate before they're ready to act. Good news is AV has a trust credentials, over 50,000 clients, and around 2,000 volunteers. These are not organizational facts, it's a digital marketing access. So AV issues is not weak impact, it's weak digital conversion. Now they need to become a journey that Gen Z can discover, trust, and act on through short-form storytelling, peer-led proof, and low-pressure pathway.
Before developing our strategy, we first identify a key gap in how a young audience engage with nonprofits. Traditional nonprofit communication often feels skill-driven, donation-focused, and disconnected from how younger audience consume content. Instead, Anglicare Victoria create a peer-driven community where doing good feels easier, more meaningful, and worth sharing. To validate this direction, we analyze two key competitors and what Anglicare can learn from them. Berry Street Berry Long Brand transformed fundraising into a community experience by allowing participants to create content and share their journeys. Its key strength is participant-led storytelling, where supporters become content creators, fundraisers, and advocates. Beside Berry, the Red Cross Life is a Reason campaign encourages people to share personal reasons for donating rather than simply asking them to donate. Together, these two campaigns reveal the same insight. People engage more when they become a part of the story. For Anglicare Victoria, this means building participants, not just awareness.
The objectives build a simple marketing funnel from awareness to engagement to conversions. First, the short-form content aims to reach 35,000 young users, gain 3,000 followers, and drive 8,000 website visits. And then a mobile website improvement keeps this traffic engaged by reducing bounce rates below the 42% and increasing pathway clicks to 22%. Finally, the ads hub convert interest into action, targeting 1,200 hub members and 500 inquiries within the 12 months.
So today, our strategy will focus on TikTok and Instagram, which aligns with social media purpose framework that key platforms for social entertainment, publishing, and community building. Younger audiences now are not only seeking organizational information, but they also want to engage with emotionally resonant content. To address this, we introduce beginner-focused storytelling that directly targets common anxieties such as do I need experience or will this be awkward? This applies to step framework, particularly the particle value and emotion, by reducing uncertainty while increasing emotional reassurance. Our second implementation is to turn TikTok into an always-on storytelling engine. We will propose videos featuring volunteers, staff, and community members in authentic settings. For example, we have the Human of Anglicare series, which reframes organizational roles into personal narratives such as one thing I wish people could understand about community work. This leverages the stories principle in the STEP framework and to improve the memorability and the message transmission. So, the third implementation redesigned the thumbnail and the hook strategy across TikTok and Instagram. So, Anglicare strategy is currently like immediate message and clarity, limiting the user penetration in fast-scrolling environment. So we therefore adopt both curiosity-driven hooks such as you do not need experience or I thought volunteering would be this awkward.
Instagram Story will be repositioned as a social community tool. Interactive features like post Q&A, day in the life clips, and beginner FAQs, for example, what scares you the most about volunteering, will reduce psychological distance and encourage two-way engagement, promoting belonging and trust. Finally, content style will draw meme environability principle, prioritize relatability, humor, and familiar TikTok formats such as POV and fashion that shift volunteering from an institutional activity to a socially embedded digital behavior. This strategy aims not just to increase awareness, but to move audience through the viral replication process, from attachment to emotional penetration, then social sharing, and finally community participation.
Every website is informative and survey focused, but for young audiences, it can feel too institutional, text heavy, and commitment led before an emotional connection is built. It is clear to see that what young audiences respond to is not pressures but emotional connection, authenticity, and community. Thus, we decided to redesign the website. The homepage navigations was redesigned to make the website clearer, easier to explore, and more emotional engaging for younger audiences. Besides, I redesigned the hero message to feel more emotional and less commitment-led, helping young users connect first before being asked to act. In our stories, rather than formal case studies, the platform used real peer voice story that feel personal, honest, and emotional relatable. The community events pages now are based with event cards, participant videos, and user-generated content to make involvement feel more approachable, social, and community-driven for younger youth audiences. Event recap pages combine user-generated content and visible impact metrics to make community participation feel more authentic, approachable, and social rewarding for younger audiences. The Anglicare Digital Hub creates a low-pressure, mobile-first space and community pathways before making a commitment.
The redesigned website reduces friction, feels more human and emotional. Besides, it also encourages young audience to explore stories, events, and community pathways more comfortably. Over time, this experience builds stronger trust, deeper community belonging, and transforms passive interest into long-term participation and advocacy.